Hey everybody, it's BDevine here and welcome to my backyard, or part of my backyard, for the month of December's predictions, and I hope that everybody is having a great day. It's been one of those days where it is very muggy and the mugginess has turned into rain, so I'm sorry if you can hear the rain in the background. I actually think it sounds quite peaceful. But I do have a message for everybody for the month of December, because we've had such a very hectic November. Of course, all of you know that we had the light activation happen. A lot of people were thinking, when's it going to change and when's it going to get better, and all of these issues, and just believe that the light activation has happened, and I will share with you a channeled message that I got from Archangel Metatron about this very thing, because this is the question that I was putting to him about it, and I will now read what it says here. I'm just a bit worried about the noise level. I hope you guys can hear me. I haven't sat outside and tried this out before with this new camera, but hopefully you can hear me and see me clearly. I know I'm a little bit further back than normal, but I just wanted you to be able to see some of the backyard, and I thought you might be able to see more than you do. But anyway, so who I asked to be with us for the month of December is Archangel Metatron, and he's one of my favourite archangels, working with me when I give past life readings to you guys. Also just working with me on my own spiritual journey. He is very deeply connected to Egypt, and I have spent many past lives in Egypt, and so have a lot of you guys that are actually listening. So anyway, I thought that I would ask him what the predictions are going to be for us on a personal level for the month of December. Okay, and this is what Archangel Metatron has to say. Greetings and bright blessings. I am known as Archangel Metatron, and I bring with me the angelic light right to you now. I'm with all of you right now in this very moment. For those who wish to accept it, you are given a sacred mission, a mission for your soul journey on earth at this time. You have all indeed passed through the great cosmic gateway of planetary light activation. This affected you each differently, and your mission now is one of belief and acceptance. For you see, so many are feeling as though they have had more struggle than ever, more conflict and grief, more situations that have caused upset and endless physical, emotional and mental unrest. But dear ones, this is also a sign that you are and have come through the activation successfully. The activation of light enhanced all your abilities, even some that lay very dormant. With this in mind, is it any wonder that you all may experience a crumbling away of unwanted or unneeded situations in your life on every level? Of course, you are highly sensitive beings and have so many things to sift through, but this does not mean that you have been left out of anything. It only means that you need to try to take life less seriously, support yourself with love, and allow the old to fall away. You will struggle for as long as that word exists to you. If you allow things to upset you, they will continue to do so. Did you think that your life would magically become easier without a positive attitude from you? If it is a peaceful world you are craving, it must first exist within you. Your world may be upside down, but you can perceive it as healed if you choose. People may be nasty to you, upset you, or you may have disappointments and pain and strong emotions. But all of these things are only real if you place energy to the problem. In December, place your energy in happy solutions. Yes, there may be adjustments and misunderstandings, but learn to look at it softly. Turn every negative into a positive. It is imperative not to slip back into old habits. I'll just wait for the aeroplane to go across. Again, all of you have been through the activation. Some people and even animals are done with their time on earth. Rejoice in their life and contribution, and know they will now suffer no more and come into full alignment with all the parts of themselves. Love with all of your heart, trying to live your unique path. Do not feel failure, rather expect success in all things. December is an important time, but do not feel pressures or give yourself so much responsibility. Simplicity and acceptance is key. As an archangel, I bring forward great energy and many, many angels with me to work with you. Try your best to believe that unseen hands are always there for you. Don't put expectations on this. Just do your best to accept the help that is eternally yours. We angels, guides, loved ones, and all other light beings are delighted at your progression. Look how far you have all come to be where you are today. Celebrate your life and do not be afraid of the future. Remember, nothing can upset you unless you let that emotion become the boss. Look at your life as a cosmic highway, and destination is your dreams, not what others want you to do, but yours. In a world that is changing rapidly, it is easy to become consumed with what is wrong. Become consumed instead with what is right. Your gratitude is your perfect attitude. Take now extra knowledge. Know that when you have knowledge, share it, and this gesture fulfills you, bringing more peace and understanding, and yes, more knowledge that will fill you with joy, energy, and love. Continue the cycle of giving knowledge. Every single one of you has something to share. All of you are teachers of light, healers, seers, lovers, and doers. Don't look for a perfect time to start. The time is now. With faith, trust, and hope, you will breeze through the ascension process, freeing yourself and the planet in the process. Congratulations, all of you. Your true power, vision, hearing, sensing, and all-knowing comes from your thoughts. If you can think it, you can be it. Use the willpower for the uplifting of yourself, which in turn heals everyone and everything. I'm with you all. We are family eternally. With abundant and eternal love, Archangel Metatron. Now, just one thing about Archangel Metatron, there are people that are saying that he's a fallen angel and this, that, the other, and it's just not true. We can't give in to negative emotions or feelings, or people that are still trying to pull away at our positivity and make us feel lower and lower in their levels. So Archangel Metatron is now helping you with knowledge. He will help you with writing. He's going to help you with wisdom from lives gone by and enhancing those abilities. And things are, karma is a very big word in the world, and people feel that they are cursed and they are always doing something wrong and everything always goes wrong for them. And the idea is not to look at that emotion anymore, but instead realize that if you had a terrible life all of your life, and if you had a lot of stuff that you needed to get work through, and you're still going through this pain, know that you are here for one of the bigger missions, to spread your lessons to everybody. So I myself had 31 years of almost 32 years of just absolute chaotic situations, and I was always down, and I would felt worthless, like I was never going to amount to anything, and no one would ever love me, and I would never have any money, and I was just always dragging my feet along in life. And it was only when I worked out that I've been thinking this way for all these years and it got me nowhere. How about I try to think in a positive light and see where that takes me? Once I started to do that, everything just faded away. All of those bad issues and people and situations and things gradually started one by one, falling away from me, and I started to lift myself and feel better about who I was. And here I am today, sharing whatever knowledge I have after 20 years of reading about things and putting it aside and going back to it and putting it aside and going back to it. Here I am going, now this is who I am. And another thing that I wanted to explain to you guys is about your dream state. Now, when you are dreaming, you're not worried about 1,000 things, you're just dreaming. And this is when a lot of information will come through. And I often speak about dreams because I've had many that are filled with different emotions, and even famous people. I've seen famous people putting their arms around me. and saying, I'm walking along with these people, and I'm like, wow, One, for instance, was Ozzy Osbourne, and I know that that's weird, but he was in my dream, and he had his arm around me, and he was just encouraging me. And when I asked the angels about it the next morning, they said, well, he was there to show you and ask you, who are you really? Who are you? What are you going to do with your life? Do you want to be famous or not? And I knew that I did not want to be famous. In other words, I didn't want to have the life where, every part of my life is captured on film, or, taken photos, or I'd have to go to all these crazy events and things that I might not have wanted to go to. I didn't want that, but I think that I wanted the, financial stability, and I wanted, to feel good about the job that I was doing. And so, when you have dreams that are filled with emotion, when you wake up and you think, wow, why did I dream of that person or that situation, or, there's a message in there for you. Another thing that Archangel Metatron will do is help you to clear your chakras, and during your sleep he will place symbols, like geometric symbols, down through your body and through your chakras, so you can have a great clearing of this area, because this is very important whenever we are feeling emotional draining, or we're thinking about a certain person over and over and over again. It's our base chakra, the colour red, that is sometimes missing in our chakra, or we need to feel more of this colour up, in our life. And if you go to sleep at night and you place some crystals underneath your bed or underneath your pillow, that can also help. But if you place your hand out in front of you, and say, for example, it is the base chakra, and as I said, that's a red colour, you imagine the colour red filling up your entire hand, and that you're asking for this colour to be brought back into your aura and into your chakra area, because your chakras should always be spinning freely and actually quite big. So a lot of people say that they're, the wheels are inside your body, but they're actually way out there, way outside of your body. So if you're feeling, different emotions, like you feel like you can't speak, it would be, your throat chakra, so you want blue in there. If you feel like you can't see clearly, that would be, your third eye chakra. So you're looking for purple in there, and an amethyst is a good one to just rest on the top of your head to bring that through again. Another thing that you can do is just get a quartz crystal, just a clear quartz crystal, which holds rainbow colours in it, so it's got all the colours of the chakras, and you ask for all of your chakras to be healed in that way, for anything that's lacking to come back and start working properly for you. So the month of December, I don't know, it just went on then, the month of December is more about realising that you're sabotaging the light. The light activation has already happened, so don't sabotage all the good work that you've done so far by thinking, when's it going to happen, and that you were expecting some magic wand to tap you on top of the head and suddenly you'd see everything and hear everything and feel everything. It's always going to be a subtle process, but many people are starting to take photos and seeing orbs and capturing things, and you can see the angels that are near you, you can see the guides that are near you, and people are actually using their intuition and saying, I really need to say this to you, and speaking in a lovely manner to other people. Some people are rearing their ugly head and coming back at you with all of their drama and things like they used to do in the past. And so you have a choice. You have a choice to either listen to that and start falling back into their level, or saying, no, all of that has changed from my life, and now I'm heading in my own direction, in my own unique way, no matter what anybody else says. And it is one of the hardest things that you will do, is to be true to yourself. It's one of the hardest things that you will do, but it's the most worth it for you. I used to think, wonder what people would think of me if I said to them, this is my job, I'm a spiritual teacher, I'm a psychic medium, I do readings for people. I used to always wonder what people will think of me, and sometimes I still do, I have to admit. Sometimes I'm still concerned if I think, please don't ask me what I do. And really I'm just judging what that person is actually going to think of me. Whereas in reality, a lot of people, I'm actually surprised where a lot of people say, oh wow, you know, do you do that? Wow, that's so cool. You know, I'm right into crystals and I'm right into healings, and you know, suddenly I'm just in a little bit of shock thinking, what, you know, I just would never have imagined it, you know, people that you wouldn't imagine. So stay true to who you are. The month of December eases off a little bit. We're not going to have so much drama, but you know, we're going to be moving into a state of gratitude in our life, even for just all the smallest things that you can think of. Like, you know, for instance, the Americans had Thanksgiving just this last week gone, and you know, it's sad that only once a year people can be that grateful for things. We try to make Thanksgiving every day, and this is how we change the planet, with our thoughts. There is no evil, bad spirits or anything like that that can grab you, hurt you, or anything, unless you allow this to happen with acceptance of it. So if you are fearing, you know, bad energies, and you are fearing that you are being possessed and all of those sorts of things, then that lower energy is growing and growing and growing, and absolutely loving it, that it's tricking you into believing all these things. So please don't believe that there's curses on you. No, no, no. Actually, I'll put a link down below to one of my articles about spells, and you know, it's just amazing what's going on in other parts of the world, where people are saying that they are magicians and they're tricking people out of a lot of money, and actually, you know, a lot of girls are getting sexually attacked, all of this, and it's very, very bad. So please protect yourself with the archangels, with your higher self. You know, tap into your own channel of information, start writing, and believing that everything is going to get easier and easier when you accept it. Just accept it within yourself, that, you know, life is easy, I can get through this. I've got the choice whether to, you know, I've got the choice whether I'm going to let this bother me or not. And this is what Archangel Metatron is saying here. You know, many of you are going, you know, I'm having all these dramas, but are you really? Is it really a drama? Because in reality, everything is already healed, over with, and finished. Earth is the only place that has timelines, you know. Earth is the only place that actually bothers about time. And so in reality, you know, in the spirit world and beyond, they don't see time constraints at all. So they always see you at your greatest self. They never see all these little days in between. So, you know, believe in that. Believe in yourself. You know, embrace your life purposes, because it's not just one thing. It's many, many things. But the first thing is actually finding your happiness, like where you are the happiest, and not letting anything else bring you back down again to a lower level. Always stay at a higher level. Do your best to stay at a higher level anyway. So I hope that that made sense to you guys. I know that I can talk a little bit. There's so many issues that came up for the month of November, and so many people had things just go, you know, really berserk in their life. And I know myself, it happened to me also. I felt held back, and you know, for a moment I was allowing myself to feel held back, and then I realized, no, I can lift myself away from it, and I'm the only one that can actually get somewhere. I'm the only one that can move forward, and I want to have, you know, a happy, easy life, and I want to have, you know, a beautiful, peaceful planet. So it needs to start within ourselves. So everybody, I hope that you enjoyed sitting out the back, and you know, can't really see that much, but I'll take you for a little tour around the backyard. I'll put it at the end of the video here, so you can have a little look around. And until the next video, I hope that all of you have a wonderful December, and that you are going to embrace December as a time of positive movement in your life, where all the old doesn't even matter. You know, catch yourself in old thought patterns, saying to yourself, oh, that one's annoying me again, and blah, blah, you know, you can get yourself all stroppy. Say, oh, I'm doing it again, how funny I must look to the angels. The angels tell me that they really think it's hilarious when I'm flapping around. And I went, what do you mean flapping around? And they said, well, you know, when you can't find something, you're like, oh, where is it? I had it right here 5 minutes ago. Oh. They call that flapping around. So just look at things from the angels' perspectives. They're just laughing. They're trying to help you to laugh and bring joy back into your life. And I hope this helps somebody out there. I'm so thankful for all of you for actually listening to me. And we're going to do this thing together, and I'm happy that I'm on earth with every single one of you. I'm on earth with every single one of you at the moment. Part of me feels like it's all over the world, and beyond sometimes. So I can just see things from a different perspective, and I really want you guys to feel that way also. So I hope that you enjoyed the message from Metatron. I will write all of this up and place it on my website so that you can read it as well and always refer back to it. And until the next video, which will be, I'll be announcing the winners of the beautiful Isis crystal, and also 2 packets of Domino Angels. So I'm very excited to bring that, and I just wanted you guys to know that I'm always going to be doing random giveaways, and because that was something I always wished for, was that I had somebody that, like a spiritual teacher, that would say, oh, here you go, have just share things with you, without asking for anything in return, because believe me, I used to get ripped off by all types of spiritual teachers as well, so I know what it's like. So I share the blessings with all of you guys as much as I can. So once again, it is goodbye from me, and until the next video, it's see you later, and I hope you enjoy the backyard. Bye. Getting bitten by ants. That's a big mulberry tree.